So, I was talking to my friend, and we're talking about like facial piercings, piercings in general, stuff like that, right? And he brought up a very good point. And and what do he say? He was like, "What if you need an emergency MRI?" And I'm like, I never thought about that. Yeah, what if you do need emergency MRI and you gotta take all this shit out, or emergency CAT scan, or like you just end up in the hospital and the piercing's in the way. Like, you can't just take. It's gonna take forever to take all these piercings out, right? And I have ear piercings, right? And I can only relate this a little bit because I got a CAT scan one time for sinus issues. Nothing came back because those motherfuckers won't want me to come back and pay more. But whatever, didn't go back. But yeah, anyway, so I had to take all my piercings out. It was a bitch, but yeah, I'm like, I'm still gonna get more piercings. But you made a very good point. Yeah, what if it's an emergency? You end up in the hospital or something. It's like, oh, like, we need to take this belly piercing out, this ring, this ear, these ear piercings out, this nose piercing out, this eyebrow piercing out. This is another reason I don't think it's good to have all those piercings, and why I want to get all those piercings, because I'm the type of person like, oh my gosh, what if this, what if that, like, and then what if it gets infected? There's just so much risk that comes with all those piercings, right? And obviously they're fucking ugly. Well, they're ugly to me personally. And then like functionality comes in place too. Like, are your clothes getting stuck on it? What if you sleep on it too? You sleep on it too rough, something happens, or like like the nose piercing, right? I'll use this example because it makes the most sense to me. It's easy. It's an easy example. The nose piercing. My sister has that god awful, fucking ugly bull piercing. I hate it. It's hideous. And then she has that fucking ugly eyebrow piercing too. So how do you blow your nose with that piercing? Like, you can't be like, like really get into it. You have to be like, and the nose is a very sensitive area. What if it gets infected? You can't blow your nose. And you can obviously get pimples, or on your nose. That shit probably fucking hurts. With the piercing there. And then God forbid you have to take it out. Like, oh, that makes my skin crawl. Nope. And as someone that has a lot of nose issues, allergies and shit, I cannot have a nose piercing for that reason. I'm constantly blowing my nose. I get like the pimples there because I have a sensitive nose. No. And then what if you take it out? Let's say you take one of those piercings out and you can't put it back in. So you wasted your money with those piercings, you can't put it back in, and then you force it and then you get an infection. No. These are things to really, really think about when you get a piercing. But a lot of people, I know this is a cheat, a lot of people don't think about it. They're like, oh, let me just get it. It's for aesthetic reasons, right? But what about functionality? Can you live with this nose piercing? Like, you gotta think of the what ifs, but they don't think about that because they want it because it's cute looking, it's cool looking, Like, if you're gonna get piercings, truly think about, do you really want this piercing? What are you getting this piercing? What are you getting this piercing for? Will you be able to function with this piercing? What if I need an emergency MRI? Or a CAT scan, or end up in the hospital, or whatever? I'm in an accident? Like, think about these things before you get a piercing.